everybody. Welcome to Monday Morning Must-Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and here are 3 things to pay attention to for the upcoming trading week. Now, we're going to start things off with the very tail end of earnings season. It's boring. There's not a lot going on, but we'll look at just a few announcements, which might be in your portfolio. Starting things off on Monday, you can see we have Oracle and we have Lennar. Of course, we talked a lot about home builders. Oracle doing a lot in the technology space, also with smart contracts and blockchain. Tuesday brings us F-Cell Technologies, and on Wednesday, we have Jinko Solar. There's only 69 companies reporting this week, and it is actually very, very quiet. Not a lot going on. Now, the next thing we're going to want to talk about, oh, yes, it's that buzzword that everybody seems to be talking about. Of course, on Friday, you saw some numbers come out, which really painted an ugly picture for this one, and that is inflation. Now, Consumer Price Index, which is the prices that you and I are paying for a basket of goods and services, those numbers are coming out on Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And as you can see from the right-hand side of this chart, it's been fairly elevated. Now, the PPI numbers came out much higher than expected on Friday. That leads us to believe we might see that cost for producers passed on to consumers in the form of the Consumer Price Index on Tuesday. Now, you can see right now it's at 0.5%. People are looking at that thinking, well, we might be a little bit higher than that. And if we start getting higher and higher, the Fed's going to have to do something to combat inflation. Moving on to the final piece, we're talking about money flow. Yes, something we haven't talked about. It's called TIC Long-Term Purchases. Now, this comes out at Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so the markets will be closed, but it could set up for Friday's session. Now, what is TIC Long-Term Purchases? TIC Long-Term Purchases is essentially saying, where is the money going? Are foreigners buying more long-term U.S. securities, or are Americans buying more foreign long-term securities? Now, if this number is above 0, that means that there's more foreign investment coming into America. If it's below 0, as you can see, it's been there just a couple of times, that means that there is more money flowing into foreign investments by Americans. So let's take a closer look at this chart so we can paint a picture for you of what's going on. You notice right now it's sitting at 110.9. That's in billions. So right now there's $110 billion more money by foreigners purchasing U.S. securities. This is great. This is what we want as Americans, because that increase of money coming into the United States drives up asset prices. Of course, it also could lead to more inflation. Now, the other side of this is thinking about the U.S. dollar. We have talked about the dollar in previous weeks, and the dollar has bounced off a demand zone, has been rising, and as the dollar rises, we may see this TIC long-term purchase number decline because the cost of those securities for foreign investors will start to get more expensive. So watch these two numbers, the TIC long-term purchases and the dollar index for the upcoming trading week. That, my friends, is your Monday Morning Must-Knows. We'll see you next week.